Yeah, man. What's up? Oh, you doing a robot?
That's your shit. I wasn't doing the robot.
What you doing?
It was something else.
You just pop locking?
No, I don't know how to pop.
You used to pop lock in the 80s?
I wasn't even alive. I'm younger than you.
You look older than me though. Doubled back. Yo, welcome back, guys. It's another episode of the Buzz Podcast. This is Nico, aka the Bass Bandit. Who are you, sir?
Can you relax? Can you give me some time to speak? To gather my thoughts, to drink my water?
Go ahead, man.
Huh? Can you drink?
Yo, what you doing?
Come on,
We gotta start this shit over now.
I didn't know you had the shakes. I didn't know you was gonna shake.
This guy, bro.
Come on, I get the paper towel.
Thank you for getting the paper towel, man. This nigga, man. Niggas in your country is dying of dehydration and you wasting water?
Yo, I didn't tell your hand to be so tender. Like,
what do you mean tender? I'm casually drinking water in the comfort of my home. Look, you want me to hold like this?
Billy Blanks, nigga.
This guy.
Yeah, stay.
But yeah, say who you are.
Hello, everyone. This is Abdallah, a.k.a.
Malcolm X.
No.
I should see this nigga right there.
A.k.a. The Dark Knight. Well, Dark Knight. But yeah, welcome back. New episode. Welcome first-time listeners, recurring listeners.
Last-time listeners.
Everybody.
What's going on, man?
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
With all this cold weather, you feeling good?
Yeah, this is my element right here, man. This is
it's
calm.
Too damn cold.
Nah, it's calm. You need a better jacket.
No. I was good here tonight.
You need a better jacket.
I don't want to. I want to wear certain when I wear certain outfits, I want to feel warm. I don't want the temperature to.
Do you feel warm in that?
Yes, I clearly said I felt warm coming here tonight. However, earlier today, it's like I don't want it to be windy and the shit be like 35, look, feeling like 22.
That's it, man.
Like, I don't want all of
New York. You live in New York. Look, I dress. I know, I dress like a doorman every day. I got my hoodie. I got my black trench coat. I got my scarf, looped around. Whoop. My knit hat.
A doorman?
You know, a doorman be having they always wearing the little in
Doormans
the hotels and shit.
Suits. Yeah, they be having suits.
But it look like trench coats though. It look like trench coat, like the wool trench coats.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have a hoodie, but I'm just saying, like, with the scarf, how the scarf be looking. What kind of doorman is this? I just, I be warm, I be chilling, Of course, I wanted to be a little cooler, but I like wearing layers, so that's no problem for me. It hasn't been a cold winter though.
You
this
wanted
winter
it to be a little cooler?
No. I mean a little warmer, but I don't mind being this. This has been a soft. We've had much worse winters than this.
Don't speak on it too harshly.
We in February. Trust me. We good. We good. Trust me.
California thought they were good.
We good. We not in California.
All right.
We good. We've had much worse winters, but yeah, I mean, I'm good though. Chilling, enjoying the weather. You know what I'm saying? New week, new goals and shit.
Facts, new endeavors. Yeah. I recently gave him my.
Watch your feet, man.
My foot is good.
All right.
It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I recently gave him my 2-week notice at my job. Yeah, they was like, "Oh, what? Why? How come? What's going on?" It's like, I don't need y'all niggas no more.
Nah, what you said though?
I just told him, thank them for the opportunity. Respectable, left on good terms.
Yeah. Leave gracefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Was nobody in there you wanted to finally just give a little last word to? Like, I ain't never fuck with you, nigga.
Nah.
I ain't never fuck with you.
Nah. It was no need for it.
Yeah.
Everybody, smile.
Have you ever done that before at a job? Like, have you ever quit a job and like left on a? Yeah, me either. I've definitely quit a couple jobs where I didn't leave no 2-week notice though. I just left.
Yeah, I did that. I was just about to say, and the funny thing is, the same day I had an evaluation, my supervisor tried to write me up with a manager. This was at AE. This was at
American Eagle.
She wanted. This was going to be my first write up. This is first write up. I mean, technically, that shit is not on my record because I quit the same day. But and it's not because of the meeting. I had intentions of quitting too. So she wanted to be a little bitch and act mad anal, and so she chose one day to call me out in front of the morning huddle and ask me, what is the sales goal and target and all that? I'm like, I'm a fucking visual. I take care of the mannequins and displays. Like, I don't give a fuck about sales target.
Right.
I ain't say that in the huddle, but I was like, I don't know. I looked at in her eyes. I was like, I don't know. Because I had told her before.
Every morning, like, they have like a sheet y'all look over and shit. Yeah.
I
remember that.
The sales.
I remember that shit.
The walkies. It's different lines.
Yeah.
The visuals, we have our own line on the walkie. The sales have their own line. Why the hell am I knowing their stuff?
Right.
I mean, overall as an employee, day staff, being around customers, I get why potentially, but at the same time, it's like you hired me to that. You hired me to do this, so
right.
So she had brought it up to me before, and I was like, I told her, I was like, nah, I don't be paying attention. I'm a visual, and she's like, oh, it's good to know. So that
it's good to know, but is it required?
Exactly. So she didn't believe me. So yeah, she called me out. I was like, I don't know. And she just looked at me, felt stupid. And then
after the huddle, she pulled you to the side.
Later, she was like, oh, I want to have a meeting with you and the manager, one of the managers. He was cool. Got in there. I was in one of the those computer chairs, just like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm like
spinning around and shit. Yeah, that's how I be in the meeting. That's how I be.
And I'm just mad calm, chill, and she's talking.
I'll be vibing.
Me and Eugene, he's like standing behind me.
Yeah,
but I wasn't like moving side to side. I wasn't doing it disrespectfully. I was just doing it like really slow and like gracefully. She's talking. Oh, he does this. He does that. Mind you, she's the only lead.
Oh, she was complaining about you?
She's the only lead that had complaints about me. All the other visual leads were cool.
Wait, so she wasn't a manager. She was a lead.
She was a lead. But they let this shit get to their head.
Oh.
She was a kiss up to one of the managers.
I would have literally been like, bro, you're a lead.
She was a kiss up to one of the managers, and the shit got to her head. She was fired for her tardiness in the past, and the manager, that same manager, vouched for her to come back.
They rehired her?
On behalf of that manager. So you can see the biasness between it's two women.
They fucking each other.
Hey. And they both attractive too. Hey. But so she gave the whole oh, he does this, he does that, whatever. I was quiet the whole meeting. Then Eugene was like, all right, yeah. So the manager, he was like he's like, Abdal, do you have anything to say? And I was like, no. I don't have nothing to say. And then she's like, you see? Because she's one of them girls that like drama. So because I'm not giving her that energy, it drives her crazy.
See, he's
even
not
more.
Upset.
What's funny is I just peeped. No, I don't think it's her. Because I just peeped somebody by her name just started following me on Clubhouse. I was like, wow, what the fuck? I thought I was the worst nigga ever. But yeah, after that whole crap, I was like, do I have to sign this? Because I plan on quitting anyway. And Eugene was like, you don't have to sign this. If it's because of her, like, you don't have to sign this. I was like, nah, I was just planning on. He asked me why, told him. He's like, all right, respect. That was it. That was the closest to that experience.
So she went to your manager to complain about things that you weren't doing, but was it even because you didn't know the numbers? Or was it other things she had?
It was other minuscule things because, like I said, no other lead was reprimanding me or bringing this to my attention, nor was... Right. And the manager who sat in that meeting was a sales manager. It wasn't even a visual manager.
Right.
But, right. I mean, management is management.
When I used to work in those clothing stores, we used to have those goals where they say, look over today's goals and then monthly goals and all that. But in the back of my mind, I always felt it was pointless because, for one, like us knowing the goals, we can't manipulate how many people come inside the store. We can't manipulate how many people actually purchases things.
Yeah.
And we can't manipulate how many items they purchase. So I could know the goal is, let's say the goal is
30,000
for the day. Me personally,
I'm a customer.
How can I
walk in
that? Like, of course, I'm gonna do my job. Mm-hmm. It should be that. You see me not doing my job, then that's a call for action. But I never understood why they stressed like knowing the goals of the day. Like, I can't manipulate that shit. I'm gonna do my job, and if we hit goal, we hit goal.
Yeah.
If we don't, they would try to be like, yeah, we didn't hit goal yesterday, guys, so let's pick it up. I'm like, bro, we don't control how many niggas walk inside this store. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna.
And also, we're not like, sorry to cut you off. Not sorry to cut you off. Like with T-Mobile and like Sprint and Verizon and AT&T, stuff like that, is like we're like driving like certain things. Like if a person's upgrading a phone, we'll say, hey, you know, you could get a line with this too. Like we're driving it.
Like
in clothing stores, you don't do that.
Yeah,
that ain't the practice.
It's upselling. Yeah, they taught us that.
In my stores, like they probably mention it, but my mom just like, if a nigga's looking to buy pants, I'm not saying, hey, yo, I saw a shirt.
Yeah.
I saw a shirt in aisle this that will look great on you. That's not a practice. Maybe in other stores, but in my mom, I'm like, I'm not upselling this nigga on a pair of jeans. Hey,
I prefer.
Hey, you should get a suit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
like,
that, bro.
Me, I like upselling the organic way. Like, for example, one time, I'm a visual, like I said. Well, I was a visual. But this Spanish dude, young dude, came in one time, and we started talking, and he told me that he had a date and he wanted an outfit. I was like, wow, came to the right person. So I ended up like, you know, putting little, you know,
that's
pieces
organic.
Together. That's organic.
Yeah, like a situation.
Exactly. He approached me naturally, seeking advice. He's like, yo, I like your outfit, whatever. Exactly. I can't force somebody who came in with the intentions of spending $40 to spend $190 because we need approximately 70 customers to spend an average of $190.
Right. And also, it's not practical to force that goal on us because we get no incentive for a nigga buying a certain amount.
And I was just
like, we got like a certain amount of dollars per $100 purchase, commission. And they mention our name, a commission. Then I can understand you saying, "Yo, our goal is this. If you hit this, you get this." But it's no incentive to work. There's no incentive to really go over the
and when the customers are appreciative of our great service and or exceptional service and wants to give us gratuity, they say we can't do it. You can't accept that.
So why am I gonna upscale?
Nigga, I'm gonna accept that.
Yeah,
shit.
For a fact. I'll never.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I ain't gonna lie.
I just sold my damn. First of all, my life is not worth $12 an hour.
We used to really be working for $12 an hour.
Secondly,
crazy.
Secondly, I just bust my ass folding and putting on this fake fucking smile for the past 45 minutes. Right. I helped somebody for 10 minutes, and because of that great interaction, I shouldn't accept what is owed to me, what is due to me. Well, not owed, too. Not to but what is rude. You know.
Yeah.
Being graciously given to me? Nah.
Yeah.
But you would prefer it though.
Yeah. It's
And when I say you, I mean you as the company.
Right. But yeah. That's cool though. So you put in your 2 weeks and now you want to tell what you're doing now or?
Nah, I ain't going.
Cool.
I'll just say this. If you're looking for any light electrical work done,
you're giving it away.
No, I'm not. What am I, Bob the Builder? Light electrical work done around your house, ceiling fans, light fixtures, replacing of electric receptacles, light switches, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm your man.
Holla at your boy. All right,
facts.
But you want to get first before we get into anything. The other day, I think it was about 2 days ago, was the 1 year anniversary since the passing of Kobe Bean Bryant. So I just want to pay my respects. to the Bean,
power,
to my GOAT.
Manga.
Send my condolences to his family and the family of the other victims of the helicopter crash. Gigi and Kobe. Yeah, man, it's been a year. This shit flew by quick, bruh.
Yeah.
It felt the same way how like when Nip passed, like that first year went. It's like, damn, bro, a year since he been alive. Like, yo, time is relative, bro. Time is whoop.
Time is up the essence.
You feel like some years is like, damn, bro. Like I feel like this year just been dragging. I haven't felt that in a couple years now. I feel the last few years it's been speeding by. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I agree.
It's kind of crazy. You never know.
January is already over.
Literally, I just told my coworker, I said, yo, this motherfucker probably it went kind of fast. Like we already about to be in February. Like
it's about
already.
To be summer soon. Watch, I'm gonna leave after we finish recording, and I'm gonna walk home. And by the time we recording,
it's gonna be April.
I'm gonna show up with my shorts.
Crazy. Like you never know when your time is. You know what I'm saying? You just never know when you may walk out that door. You might not see the person you last saw.
Yeah, but I don't think about that though.
I think about that.
Pay too much mind to that. I just think about the things I need to do before that time.
Right.
In between that time, I think about the things I need to do.
I'm not gonna lie. I think about that like probably too often. Just like, I just found I forgot, it's a phobia. I forgot the name of it, but it's like the fear of losing someone you love. But then mine's is like the reverse. It's like the fear of niggas losing me. So like I be thinking like, damn,
how
like
people gonna react, like how my death is going.
Not even how they react. It's like, damn, like what if I pass before I accomplish the shit that I need to accomplish? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you said how your death would affect them.
No, the fear of like the fear. Yeah, I guess you could say like the fear of me being lost. Like me not being able to further provide for. Let's say I have a family and then something happens to me. You know what I'm saying? Or like my sister not having me. I think about that. When I leave the house and shit, or when I'm on my travels. Yeah. I try not to think about it, but it just be on my mind and shit. It just be on my mind.
I don't be thinking about them. Like,
you never know, man.
The whole day I'll be like, yeah, man. How Elijah gonna grow up, man? Like I don't be thinking about it. Like I don't be dwelling on it.
Right. But yeah, man. Just pay my respects and shit to the Bean. Yeah. So
I want to touch back on the NRA topic from last week when I talked about them filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy and all of that. Well, I was doing a little bit more reading, and the reasoning behind all of this, well, alleged, because like we said, news and Trump fake news.
Right.
So the NRA moved out of New York because of bankruptcy. Yeah. Well, and they filed for bankruptcy because of legal trouble.
And Chapter 11 was
the Chapter 11 is the type of bankruptcy that they filed.
Right.
So basically, they're moving to Texas, and they will be restructuring as a non-profit organization after filing this Chapter 11 bankruptcy, because it was under so the article states, the move is in response to a corrupt political and regulatory environment in New York. The company said in a press release Friday. The New York Attorney General, Letitia James, sued the organization back in August 2020, pushing to dissolve it for misspending and self-dealing. Thus why the head of the NRA, what's his name? Oliver North, he stepped down. So now we have the head stepping down. You're relocating to another state, and you're restructuring as now a nonprofit. And look at under the basis is because you were sued for misspending. So it's everywhere.
Right.
And now you're pretty much gonna go do the same thing in Texas.
But what's it? I mean, I don't understand. Like, what's the significance of them turning into a nonprofit? Like, they'll get donations now. They'll be funded. Like, I don't know how that works.
I think nonprofits are federally funded or state funded. Well, either way, yeah. But I'm not sure as far as like all the perks of being a nonprofit. Right. I'm not sure. But it's a relationship like between the NRA and Texas. The close ties. They mentioned all of that in the article. Let me. I should mention it. Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's not in Texas as of right now. It is temporarily headquartered in Fairfax, Virginia, and they established a committee to look at opportunities to relocate some business operations to Texas. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna mention on it is excuse me, the executive vice president of the NRA, Wayne LaPierre. He mentioned that Texas has values. Texas values the contributions of the NRA and celebrates our law-abiding members, and also joins us as a partner in upholding constitutional freedom. So that's another, as far as factors as to why we moved to Texas, why we relocated to Texas. Yeah. So read between the lines, constitutional values and all of this stuff. With everything going on.
Right. I guess I would have to watch this a little more closely to really, I guess, have a wide perspective on it. I'm trying to like find the correspondence of.
You'd have to look up like you asked benefits of being a nonprofit.
Right.
To see like what them as a company, Right. Because like I said, the misspending is still going to be spending money lavishly on. And not trying to suppress mass shootings and all of that.
So. Right. Yeah.
In other fucked up news. I haven't said that in a while. I hope these reports really don't be like making people sad and like causing y'all to get anxiety. Like, that's not our intention. Like, we don't want to seem like, negative Nancy's and shit.
Right.
We just reporting what the hell is going on that the everyday news channel isn't telling us. And from the perspectives,
Right. They understand that.
But
I think they understand that.
All right, so Bill and Melinda Gates, right? So last time we spoke about them, they became, farm owners.
Yeah.
So now recently, they warned in their annual letter that the lasting legacy of the coronavirus pandemic could be an immunity inequality. Now,
what the fuck does that mean? Immunity.
This article I contrived from Axios.com. The title is Bill and Melinda Gates warn of immunity inequality. Now, after immunity inequality, the article went on to state a wide and deadly gap between wealthy people with easy access to coronavirus vaccines and everyone else. So I guess that's what they're referring to as the immunity inequality. We wealthy people have the means to get vaccines while you poor people don't, which is like a reverse psychology could be used to get everybody vaccinated. Because if you say it like that, that means the vaccine is a cure, and us healthy people are using the cure.
Right. It's probably gonna make people like
Mm-hmm.
Well, why can't I get it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now, the article went on to state that Bill Gates said to the world, Bill Gates said that the world should prepare better for the next pandemic by spending tens of billions of dollars per year, mostly contributed by wealthy countries, to improve the scientific tools for fighting infectious diseases. Now, quick interjection. I'm pretty sure those grants or loans or whatever supplements they come with certain stipulations and guidelines. They not just giving niggas money. Here, we genuinely want to give you tens of billions to help your people. And put it towards science R&D. I doubt it. In addition to that, it stated he also called for the creation of a global alert system to detect disease outbreaks as soon as they happen, as well as the use of germ games to help train first responders. Okay, germ games like cell games?
Right.
Like survivor games?
Yeah. I wonder what that means.
What do you mean by germ games?
Like we're going to test your immune system. We're going to test... Yeah, we're going to test your immune system.
Randomly drop the pandemic infections on people around, on pockets of America, and see how and then send in the first responders, like how we dropped those bombs in the 50s in Nevada. Well, not the 50s, the 40s or the 30s. The 30s, because they dropped it on Japan in early 1940s. So is it like that? Like,
yeah, that's interesting.
And then based on those reactions in the pockets of America, that's when we're gonna hit them with the widespread.
They're gonna put them through an obstacle course. I ain't gonna front. First responders, like in hospitals, they like the guinea pigs. They just throwing them in the cage. Like, yeah, go ahead, go see what them niggas doing over there. Go sit next to, all these patients that got COVID and yeah, we ain't gonna pay you extra for being here either. You just gotta come. There's no taking off. If you get sick, then yeah, but besides that, you know what I'm saying? They don't get paid no extra, none of that shit. Who knows what that means? I don't think it's literally what we saying, but I think it's gonna be something about like, we're gonna test the immune system. We probably gonna, we're gonna give them the vaccine, and then we're gonna throw them in a room with a bunch of people who have COVID just to see if, who can handle it. We want to see how long it take before they get it, something like that. I don't know. Germ games sound crazy.
And the fact that you put games.
Yeah, the terminology is a little like.
People are
they're saying no game. Yeah, like they're saying no game. People are literally dying. Yeah. Or they're living with long lasting effects. So it's nothing pretty. It's nothing fun. Yeah. But that's how the rich and the wealthy see the lower class.
I'm just relaying the information.
We just, I'm not, they playing like, we're like their Sims. Let's see what they do when we do this. Let's see how they react when they do this. It's all a game. Monopoly, Sims, Grand Theft Auto, it's all a game. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just interesting, like, he's got his name everywhere now. Like, this nigga is just, like, is nobody else seeing, like, is nobody else trying to noticing, like, no one's noticing, like, why Bill Gates got his hand in, like, everything surrounding this shit? No, like, I haven't really seen any, like, reporter kind of, like, raise an eyebrow and say, why Bill Gates, though?
He was behind the weaponized mosquitoes being released.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we report on that. Yep, he was.
South Key West or whatever.
Yep. That
Louisiana. It's either Louisiana or Florida.
Now he's the biggest farmland owner. Yeah, it's very yeah.
And Microsoft is about to get into electrical cars, like Tesla. They're gonna be teaming up with GM.
I heard that Apple's doing that too. I heard that Apple is getting into the electrical cars as well.
Yep. Apple as well. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the Olympics now. They're gonna be. It's interesting. I don't know. These guys like Bill Gates, they got their hand in too much shit, and nobody's like saying nothing.
In too much shit, or what we perceive to be too much shit, or in too much shit, as in too much sadistic shit.
Yes,
that nobody's like sounding the alarm.
I think too much things that affect life.
Okay,
like
too
just
much sadistic shit.
Yeah, it's just like why is he the guy? Mm-hmm. Like why nobody saying nothing? Like since when is he's like the?
Because we already went through the Bush family era. They need somebody else. No,
like a few years ago, I didn't see him in this type of light. Like
nobody would have known.
He was a controller of Microsoft. He was sitting back. We knew him for being one of the richest men in the world. Now, in most recent years, he's Mr. Vaccine. We got a vaccine in the world. He's Mr. We have too much people on this planet. He's the largest farmland owner, which can raise some caution, because that's where people grow their food. That's where we get our food from. So it's like the nigga who want vaccines and to depopulate the world is not in control of a large land mass where food will be produced. That's not raising no eyebrows. Like nobody's like kind of alarmed by that shit. We the only niggas that's alarmed by that shit.
Like you said.
Like I don't know. It's like
niggas don't care.
That shit's weird. I don't think certain things should mix. Like I wouldn't mix someone that is a cocaine dealer with a daycare. I just wouldn't mix those two things. You know what I'm saying?
But that would be a great cover though.
It would be for them. For them, be a good cover. But if I knew as a parent, I wouldn't be like I wouldn't want to mix that.
But what if you're the
I wouldn't send my kid to that daycare, even if he's the owner. You're just the owner. I'm not mixing that. You know what I'm saying?
But what if they give you like $10,000 a month?
I'll be paying. The fucking daycares be expensive.
I'm gonna act like I didn't know. I didn't know that was going on. I was just dropping my child off. What are you talking about, officer?
It's just he got too much. He's got too much hands and shit. It's raising the eyebrow. Well, my eyebrow's already raised. I'm walking around like this.
Yo, speaking of eyebrows being raised, Hank Aaron. To be honest, first and foremost, I would say this: rest in peace to that. Rest in power to that legend.
Right.
Not familiar with his career or who he is.
MLB, right? Was it MLB?
Yeah. Philanthropy or any of that stuff, but I'm gonna just pay my respect to an elder.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to raising eyebrows. Hank, I don't know what possessed Hank to get the COVID vaccine, but on January 5th, he received the COVID vaccine, and then he was like, "Oh, I hope everybody else follow my, and I hope this helps us." And, I guess he had well wishes. He had high hopes.
Right. Yeah, high hopes.
17 days later, Hank passed.
Right.
Hank is one of a number of elderly people who received the COVID vaccine and ended up dying.
Right. Shortly after.
Yep.
Now.
Shortly after.
Yeah. Nah.
And if you type that in, if you look up what I'm saying, look up Hank, his story, you're going to see a bunch of articles definitively saying it's not COVID vaccine related.
Right.
But bro was alive all these years prior.
Yeah. Right. So if it's not that, then what did he die from? Did they have that?
I
bet they don't have that in it.
Peep this.
Did they say it was a heart attack or was it a stroke?
Peep this.
Is it? I don't know. Look, I don't think it's what's the word? What's opposite of practical? Unpractical? Nah, that's not a word, right? I don't think it's irrational.
Or impractical.
Impractical. I don't think it's impractical or irrational to, draw a connection to the two. Like someone that was living and seemed to be fine. Who knows what he had prior to getting the vaccine? Who knows? But it seems too close. Like if you got the vaccine and then you die like a year later, then okay. You know what I'm saying? But to die as soon as 17 days, some people have died within 2 days, 3 days, and people are saying there's no correspondence to the vaccine. Bro, this nigga been alive and he dies 3 days after they're getting. So it's like like people are still, even in those cases, people are like, no, you're like being a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, bro, that's too close of a time period. Or too close of a time period. Even 17 days, that's less than a month, a little over 2 weeks. It's too close for me.
Rule of death. There is no rule of death. They didn't state anything. It's undefined.
So how are they gonna automatically rule out the vaccine? That's irresponsible journalism. That's irresponsible. What you call like medical practices. Yeah, like it's just irresponsible.
Mortuary practices.
Yeah. It's irresponsible. They don't want to admit shit.
Now, peep this. According to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Chairman and Chief Legal Counsel for Children's Health Defense, he expressed concern about the passing of the sports icon. He stated, Aaron's tragic death is part of a wave of suspicious deaths among elderly closely following administration of COVID vaccines. In addition to that, studies show that self-interested pharmaceutical company researchers, physicians, nursing homes, and health officials seldom report vaccine injuries. Instead, they dismiss the injuries and deaths as unrelated to vaccination.
I don't know how they're making that.
Now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., for those who don't know, is John F. Kennedy Jr. John F. Kennedy's nephew. They assassinated John F. Kennedy. They assassinated John F. Kennedy's brother, Robert F. Kennedy, which is his dad.
Right.
And then the son, John F. Kennedy Jr., he died mysteriously in the 90s. I think 97.
Yeah, their family's lineage of assassinations is insane.
Yeah, they like, we don't care how many assassinations. We don't fuck.
They're like the Uchihas.
We don't fuck with the evil niggas. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
It's crazy.
The Uchiha of America.
But yeah, I'm not trusting this vaccine. Like niggas already know my stance on it. Rest in peace to that man. I believe he was misled. Like I said before, I said, the people that in Norway, the other people that have been affected by the vaccine, they have been misled, and then they're leading other people to get it,
I wonder, with all these deaths and all this suspicion and stuff going on, I wonder if insurance policies were gonna change their policies to if it's COVID related, we're not really, you know what I'm saying? We're not really gonna try to, because imagine the amount of money people are gonna lose if all these elderly people are insured. These companies are gonna lose a lot of money.
Right.
And knowing how they play, they change up the stipulations for policies, the
right,
qualifications and shit.
I wonder that too. I wonder, because it's what do life insurance companies do during I'm doing quotation marks, do during a pandemic? Because it's someone, they're very, I assume they're particular on I don't know, if somebody, let's say somebody goes skydiving and they die, would they get the same policy return? Because you're doing something that it may have, you do something that's unordinary that could, that could end your life. It's not like you get hit by a car randomly. You're going out of a plane.
I think if it's within your policy, and then it depends on the waiver that you signed before skydiving. If that cancels out your policy, then hey, you shouldn't have went skydiving.
Right? Because then I'm what if somebody gets they get COVID and they pass, but then I don't know, you peep that they was moving reckless, they was going out every day, they was in Miami and the beach and shit. Like, does that affect? I mean, how would they know that? You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I always wondered that too. Like, these companies are gonna pay this large amount of money for you dying, but what if you put your life in jeopardy? Like, what if you were like a gang member and you was in a shootout and you were the shooter, but you happen to die? Do you still get your money? Do your family still get your money? You ever wondered that?
Oh, I know. No. It depends on how people die. You didn't know that?
So
it depends on how you die. Yeah. It depends on how the person died. It depends on a lot of things. I know that. Like, that's why, like, even if you already have like underlying health issues and you already old and shit and sickly,
they won't take you sometimes.
They might not even take you. They
like,
you about to die.
Yeah.
Nah, we
like,
about to
like
lose 150,000.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck nah. Get your old ass out of here.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
all of that.
I wonder how. Yeah.
However, I would say this: if black people were smarter during like the 70s and 80s, like gang banging time, like high crime. No. And it's not shitting on nobody, but families would have came up in LA.
Yeah, because a lot of people were dying.
Yeah.
Even now, like,
they would have definitely changed the policies back then, because they're like, nah, this
too many niggas.
This lifestyle is, come on, you're liable.
Yeah, we need to get life insurance policies in general.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna have my mom come on and speak about it one day, a little excerpt, because it's like, I feel like that's a missing piece of like our culture,
the game. Yeah,
like, we really don't look at that shit, and it's an easy, like, it seems so logical to me. Like, I didn't think about it beforehand, but when you think about it, it's like, I paid this certain amount of money per month, so when I die, my family could come up 150,000, 200,000, or I could get multiple policies. It could reach $1 million. Like, that shit just makes sense. Like, if you can afford it, it just makes sense.
I would say the insurance game, period. Like, all the types of insurance and credit, like those two.
Yeah,
two major game that.
Yeah. Niggas too focused on cash. Get the credit culture up. Yeah. It makes sense. Like, all the OGs in your family, they gonna die eventually. So when they die, we gotta come out of our pocket and spend $10K on a funeral, and then other expenses to do this, move them around, and get them buried. It's like, it just makes sense. You pay,
fight over scraps.
Yeah, you can't sacrifice $100 or $80 a month for so when you die, your daughter gets $100K. Like, that's a no brainer for me. That's a no brainer. Like, I got me a policy $150.
Yeah,
and the more I make in my life, I wanna bump it up. So when I do pass, if I don't have children, go to my mom, go to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
When I do have children, go to them, my wife. It's like, it just makes sense. That I think every other culture does it. But like, well, I want to say white people have a culture. They don't have a culture. Like, I think like whatever they would say. Italians probably do it.
They're white.
But I'm saying white people don't have a culture.
They have.
You know what I'm trying to say? No, they don't have a culture.
They copy other people's shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They don't have a culture though. Like,
it's a compilation of
white folks in America. That's American culture.
Then you might as well say English is not a language.
Italian, they have their culture.
Because English is the white people of languages. Compilation of Latin, French, this, some of that, some of this. All of that's part of English.
You mean the language?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a cult, like their culture though. Like, white folks don't have a culture.
The reason I say I disagree is because, I mean, all of this is like repetitive actions. They've been proven to be the most demonic, the most destructive.
You could say that's
a fucking culture. That's y'all niggas shit.
I mean, you could say that.
Mithras, Baal, damn.
I'm dead.
So them niggas do have a culture. Their culture is coming into your shit, rewriting shit, killing you out.
All right.
Raping you.
But you get what I'm saying though. Like I feel like they have those practices. They teach their kids that. Same thing with I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I don't have any facts on it, but I'm pretty sure Chinese people do the same thing. They have some type of plan that when they pass, their family's gonna get something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
we don't have them conversations in black people families
because we weren't conditioned. We weren't brought up that way.
Fair. Well, I think we should change that though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's why we having that conversation now.
Yeah. I'm definitely having that conversation with when I have a family. My family already know now, like, y'all should get a policy. My children
hit like 12, 13, I'm making them authorized users on my credit cards. By the time they graduate high school,
they'll have a good credit.
Y'all want to move out or y'all want to stay here for a little while more? I'm not gonna be them fucking. I hate micromanaging. I'm not gonna be all up in my children's faces. I'm gonna make sure my children like good, mature. Give them space to grow. Let them think for their own. When children are learning to walk and shit, let them try to walk on their own. You move your hands from. They don't need you hovering, breathing down their damn necks. Every little thing they reach for, they don't need you getting it for them. That's why they be 8 years old still in the fucking stroller. 10 years old still asking you to fucking lift them up. 12 years old. Like, come on, bro.
I ain't gonna front. No disrespect, but shout out to the Mexicans. Y'all niggas be having. I think some Puerto Ricans too. Like, niggas y'all niggas be having. Them niggas be like. Them niggas be like 7 still.
We know you mothers love your children. We know you mothers love your sons. We know that.
He's walking himself.
You're doing him a disservice. The fuck.
But yeah. What we be talking about before that? The Bill Gates. They got
no. It was after that, I believe.
The vaccines and yeah,
it was. We were talking about Hank.
Yes, Hank. Yeah, RP to him, man. It's unfortunate, you know. I'm pretty sure his family feels away as much as they would like to say, oh, you know, it wasn't vaccine, because they don't want to feel any guilt. Because some of them probably told him, yo, you getting a little older, you should get the vaccine. Some of them probably told
like, Grandpa, you bugging the fuck out. The fuck is your old ass talking about? You want to get the vaccine?
Oh,
like a grandchild.
They were against
a grandchild, a grandchild.
Yeah. But then, I'm pretty sure some of them, probably his kids, a little older. It's like, yo,
talked them into it.
Dad, you should get it. Yeah. And then now, I'm pretty sure they're kind of,
regretting it.
They have a lot of, regret in their mind. They're feeling it because
they have a lot of what ifs.
How could they There's no cause of death being reported, but he took this vaccine a little over 2 weeks ago. How could you
rationalize this?
How could you not feel some type of way like, damn, was it the vaccine? Like, how could you not have them thoughts?
Especially if Grandpa didn't have underlying health issues.
Right. And imagine if he was like, nah, I didn't get it, and they convinced him to get it.
Imagine if he didn't want to get it.
And y'all told him to get it. Damn, that would
killed him.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that feeling. It's gonna stick with them. But I send my condolences. I wish them the best. Get through this time peacefully. And
I'll say this too, though.
Because
the media tend to not tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help them God. Fake ass niggas. I wonder if any fishy things are gonna go on with his estate or anything. Because a lot of these legends that pass away and estates like hands change,
right? Like if he had a will or not.
Certain entities impose. So right. And everything be on the hush hush. So
yeah,
I'll just say
hopefully everything's get done properly. He had a will, and he had things properly placed for when he passed. That's another thing. Before we get off this topic, that's another thing that we don't do in black families. We don't write wills. Like I don't think I've ever heard someone that's a grandparent or older, or even someone in their 40s, 50s say like, yeah, I have a will for when I pass. I've probably never heard that, and that's a problem.
My mom have a will.
That's good. Because like I said, you never know. Who's to say we not old enough for a will? Because you really never know.
We are.
Like, even though niggas don't have that much crazy amount to give away.
I want trust though.
Yeah.
Trust is like better than wills. Yeah. Trust, niggas ain't gonna come and get money out of you. It's strictly to you. Your wife divorced you. It's strictly staying with you. I trusted this.
Like your kids, whoever you trusted with.
Yeah. This is the trustee. I don't know that bitch. I don't know that nigga that married my daughter. His name is not on this trust. So yeah. Will, you could get hit legally. after you receive it, if it's not protected a certain way. But I think only trust protects you from that. But yeah,
Danny Lee, she is a singer.
What's her name?
Danny Lee.
Danny Lee.
She has that song with Chris Brown called "Let Me Get Your Vibe." Let's just take our time.
Okay.
It's a cool video too. She's cool. I don't really bump none of her music, but she seemed like she could sing. She has talent. She's dating the baby now, right? Who just to add context, not that I give a fuck, but just to add context for what I'm about to mention. You know the baby, the rapper, he is your complexion, around your complexion, and his baby mother is your complexion as well. They're about the same complexion, right? So she recently released a song where in a bar, you know, she got some backlash for this bar. Now I don't think it's deserving, but the bar basically said something like, "Oh, he wants a yellow bone." He likes a yellow bone, right? So people think that was like a shot to his baby mother, because his baby mother is brown skin, she's light skin, and now people are calling her a colorist and saying she's being insensitive to the browner or darker skinned black woman's plight.
She's not black.
I think she's Dominican and white. Yeah, Dominican and white. Very yellow. Very yellow.
I can imagine.
She's like SpongeBob. But yeah, she's getting a lot of backlash to the point where like she apologized for this, which I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't apologizing for that. What's your thoughts though? Like, as far as like people accusing her of being a colorist because of that bar, and
I can't speak as far as like knowing her intent, but from the outside, I wouldn't take anything from it.
Yeah.
I mean, the niggas is saying I want bad yellow bones. So are we attacking the niggas for saying it?
Yeah.
The same way? It's because she's not black. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
It's because she's not, and she probably don't identify as black too.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't.
So, I mean, technically she partially black. That Dominican is in there.
Sure.
So, but is she, because of her phenotype, she doesn't look too black in terms of her features.
Right.
Plus the fact that you probably don't identify with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then on top of that, you're bragging and this bragging, you're basically putting down melanated people. It's like,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say she's putting down.
Yeah,
because like her man is brown skin and y'all dating. No. So I think she has a right to say, like, let's say the boss about him.
No,
he wants a yellow bone. I'm his girlfriend, so clearly he wanted a yellow bone. No, you know,
I get that.
I don't think she's putting down browner skin women.
In terms of women, how women are, because and knowing how women can be catty. In terms
you speaking from their perspective or your perspective?
No, women nature, their catty nature. Not every woman, but their catty nature. We all seen this. Girl, two women interested in you, one of them may act catty. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before. All right, I have too. So now, because of that nature, I may act or say things to, as jabs, like people may assume.
Sure.
But I don't know. That's like I'm saying, I don't know. From the outside me, I don't take anything from it.
Right.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just saying how people who's attacking her could be looking at it.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter is this.
He shouldn't even be messing with yellow bones. Like brown. Why are you? Oh my god. Yo, go ahead.
You're one to talk.
Go ahead and speak.
With your resume?
Go ahead and speak, Dominique. Go ahead and speak.
You walked into a hill you can't live on.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I can live comfortably on this hill.
Nah, it's a lot of discomfort on that hill. But it's one side of it. It's one side of Twitter that you don't want to get on their bad side. Not to say that you're scared, but it's just one side where they just. And look, I love my black queens. I love my black women. Light skin or brown skin, or darker brown, or really dark. I love them all. but sometimes they just they overdo it. Sometimes they're a little bit too.
Everybody, we're in a cry wolf.
They're a little
society.
extra. Like the black women Twitter, they're gonna eat you alive if you make any like. I don't know. I don't know. She's getting attacked for, possibly having a bar about her boyfriend. He wants a yellow bone, and now people are calling her a colorist. Like I think it's a bit much.
People
like
just label,
and she really apologized. Like she's probably she don't want the backlash. That's why I would be a horrible celebrity.
I agree.
Cause I ain't gonna lie.
With Facebook statuses from back.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely going on my Twitter and saying, "Yo, I see y'all tweets and I see y'all mad. Like, but just know that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I feel the way I feel, and you're not finna invalidate me because I know I'm not speaking from hate. Like, I know in my heart I ain't speaking from hate.
Yeah.
So y'all niggas ain't gonna bully me to give a false ass apology. Cause do y'all even want the apology if y'all have to force it out of somebody? Is it really genuine?
I'd say this. If y'all not holding each other accountable, and I'm talking melanated black women, if y'all not holding each other accountable for the shit y'all know each other is committing, then we not about to do this. We not about to do this one-sided bias shit. Cause the same way we doing this bias shit is the same way America's judicial system is with that bias shit. So if you trying to restructure like y'all claim y'all are, then y'all niggas gotta hold everybody, each other accountable. Period.
Right.
Like that's my shit.
Yeah.
Look at it in Texas with the guy with the restaurant, the black man with the restaurant.
Right. Yeah. When the women was twerking and shit. Yeah.
Not saying that's a reflection of all melanated black women, because they be reaching.
Yeah. I mean, niggas gave her a whole. I briefly looked over it. I'm just like, they gave her a history lesson. Like, colorism is so, deep in our culture, and you add into that, and you didn't have to say that. You could have chose different words, and you didn't have to put down. Just like, bro, you know what I mean? Times, let's say a darker skinned woman would, rap about, a guy's preference. Cause it's really about preference. It's really just about preference.
And y'all try to.
So if y'all
try to crucify me.
Like she has the right in that moment to, that's her man. She could say what she is, and he fucking with her. So like I don't see what's the big deal. I don't know. I feel like that's just a reach.
Because my thing is this, people need to stop being sensitive over facts. If she said he wanted a bad yellow bone, that means he wanted, like, want is a desire. And now I'm with this guy, and I embody a bad yellow bone, in quotation. It's a fact then.
Yeah.
That's like saying 2 + 2 is, you're an Englishist. You're a scientist. you're a gymnast. Like, you're discriminating all the other subjects just because my preference is this.
Right.
Like, you sound fucking
and that man
dumb.
didn't even mean that he only likes
it's
yellow bones.
Exactly.
It's just a
want.
bar in a
Keyword is
song.
want. Desire is temporary.
Yeah, facts.
She never said he need this.
Facts.
He need me.
Or she didn't say bitches. Like, I don't think she said nothing like, oh, he only wants yellow bone. So it's like, words matter.
Society of insecure ass fucking niggas and women. Like, this shit is just irking me. Like, grown fucking women and men is just on some bitch shit. Like
yeah, our black sisters and queens, they gotta stop itching for a reason to just, cut somebody's throat. I feel like the quickest convenience.
I ain't never see black Twitter attack the U.S. government the way they attack other black people and other, like.
No, I mean, it's easy to attack. I mean,
when I say attack, I mean like call niggas out on certain shit. Keep that energy the same way you keep it with a black person.
Nah. I ain't gonna front. I definitely seen a lot of threads and forums of like black users, speaking that politics shit, speaking that, that righteous shit.
The way they be,
I could vouch. I mean, of course, it won't be as.
When I say black, I mean as big as.
It's a little different.
Magnitude.
It's a little different how it's just getting a lot of notoriety and a lot of attention because she's a person. She's an entity. Like she's like a famous person. It won't get a lot of coverage, like a thread of them talking about, how the judicial system is fucking over black people in prisons. It won't get a lot of attention versus this girl making a public
then that shows
apology.
What black people really care about. Then
that's just American culture. We like celebrities. We just celebrity fiends. That's just American culture.
Then it shows what Americans really care about.
For a fact,
they don't really fucking care about segregation. We don't really care about that shit.
It don't get a lot of attention.
We don't care about Trayvon Martin.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but
niggas don't care.
I know what you're trying to say. It's just things get a lot more attention. So it seems like niggas don't care, but the majority of people, we just not. Well, I'm saying that we become American, but Americans they gravitate towards like bullshit and like celebrities, and we want to see a celebrity fall. We want to see them rise up. That's just the fascination and shit. Most folks are gonna click on that apology more than, an article this, they say this, and this is how they can, you know what I'm saying? Folks don't want to read.
America as a society has been groomed to be like women.
More emotional, more sensitive.
React more.
Yeah, I agree.
To volatility, emotional volatility.
I agree.
And that in turn creates a Stockholm syndrome with whoever or whatever is creating that emotional volatility to you or with you. And it makes us harder to leave because once we get with somebody or we get in the groove and everything is calm and everything is falling into place, we feel like I'm not deserving of this. Crazy. I don't feel like that. I never felt like that.
Right.
But because I know me. But that's what majority of people feel like. They be like, nah, shit too sweet, shit too smooth. Like,
yeah. But that's called imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is when you feel like you're not deserving of something. That's literally what it is. Imposter syndrome. Yeah, like you feel like you could be with somebody that's great, but then in the back of your mind you got insecurities. And you're self-conscious, like, damn, like what, like why they so great to me? It got to be something going on. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I've heard Charlamagne say it before that he has it sometimes where he looks back at his life and he's like, damn, like I'm in such a great, I'm in a great, spot in my life right now. Like, do I really deserve all this? Like people. I'm making millions of dollars speaking on the radio. People buying my books. Like, do I really deserve all this praise? Mm-hmm. That's imposter syndrome and shit. Yeah.
But see, that sounds more so like a regular thought as opposed to people who actually act on it and remove themselves from certain situations.
Nah, I mean,
they would leave a good area. They would leave a good job. They would leave like
that's part of it
and go through struggle.
That's the part of it because they feel they don't deserve it.
Yeah, the country would go on accept a fucking loan from World Bank or and knowing is this beneficial for me long term? No. So why are we all doing it?
Yeah, it happens though. It happens.
The human body is very.
I know people that feel that way. Like I know people that they've said that. I'm more so hearing about relationships though. Folks don't really discuss their financial situation. It's more so like, damn, like this guy is so good to me. Like, and they know in the past or in their current situation, they know that they've no, maybe not in their current situation. But in their past, they know they probably was like a fucked up person. Mm-hmm. So they probably like, damn,
could be
like
Kevin too.
Yeah, but then it's like, why
will you stay?
No, it's like,
why'd you feel guilt?
If you're doing something fucked up in that current situation, you're supposed to feel like you don't deserve that person because you probably don't. because you doing fucked up shit. That's why I said beforehand, like, you know.
But I'm saying you never know. Some people,
But I hear that. I've heard that before. Like, damn, like she's so good, but damn, like I'm like I'm a fuckhead. Like, that's why niggas be cheating and shit, because they like I already think low of myself, so I'm going to do low of myself. That's
usually what it is. 10 times out of 10, that's usually what it is.
It's like I think low of myself, so I'm a act like how I think of myself.
I think it's a cop out though, when you think about it.
It kind of is a cop out. I would agree.
It's just all it is lack of discipline, and because of when you watch movies, because to be honest, bro. This dating shit is like, when you watch movies, certain lines used in movies, people use in dating.
Yeah.
So, no, but I'm saying it's like, me saying that, some people might be like, yeah, that's obvious, but it's like, yeah, but it's literally the same shit. Majority of people saying the same shit.
You think people are mimicking movies or movies are mimicking people?
We've been socialized. The dating scene is like the damn movies. Everybody is like,
people think it's supposed to be a certain way.
So now everybody tuned in, locked in, you know what I'm saying, getting their dosage of these shows and movies, and then they go out and exhibit the same shit.
Yeah.
And when they get, I don't know what I was doing, I don't know, you hear the same shit. It's like verbatim from this movie. So now, okay, you don't know, but then you go into the next relationship, you do the same shit. Next relationship, you do the same shit. You do know what you're doing. You're just regurgitating what she said in that movie or what he said in that movie or that show to feel some level of safety. Like, this is my why. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't help yourself. You're fucking weak. You lack discipline in that department.
Right.
You cannot say no to, and majority of the times, if somebody shows indiscipline in major life departments, that it may correlate or it may seep into that. Because when I say life departments, I mean like taking care of your hygiene, right. like taking care of you as a being, just you. Your self-care, everything, mental, everything. If you lack and you not really, you know certain things is fucked up, but you still indulging in it.
Right, like you're not brushing your teeth
you
every
don't care about
morning before work.
You don't care about your odor. It's
you're not showering. You're not,
my nigga, be in a relationship crazy. And you out doing you. Come on, if you don't care about these things, you think you gonna care about my feelings? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's something totally you gonna do you in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with all that.
That's how I look at it.
I agree with all that.
People, there's cop outs.
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin. Yeah, I was talking to my cousin, yeah. And we was basically talking about like dating your sign again, right? And she was like, oh, she can't date her sign, right? So I was like, think about it like this. Think about back in the day before astrology and all that shit was created. Who's to say these people from thousands of years ago weren't both the same signs dating each other?
Right.
But they made it work.
Right.
No outside contamination. They made it work.
Who knows?
For me, all a relationship requires is honesty, respect, and
communication.
Communication.
Why you did that? You don't think communication is important?
Yeah, I forgot communication. Yeah, communication is very important.
Honesty, loyalty.
But see, communication is under honesty for me. For me, I was saying honesty.
No, because communication is more so like how. I think it's how you relay that honesty.
Yeah, I know.
And it's how often you relay it. Like you can be honest whenever we speak, but if we barely speak about shit, then. And
then it's got to be in a way that your partner resonate, get it,
right?
And all of that. You got to learn how to speak,
understanding, consideration, courtesy.
But see, I put all of that under honesty, because honesty is like separate. You can't do it on a non-verbal level. I get why. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I was saying honesty, loyalty, and I said it. Damn. It's another word.
Understanding.
No, respect.
Respect.
Because me personally, I don't need you to love me. I don't need you to love me.
Really?
I don't need you to
First time I've heard you say that.
So
you could be with somebody. You could be with somebody that respects you, but not necessarily loves you.
Yeah. Love the children. I don't need you to love me.
That's
I'll play
interesting.
my position.
But like, are you looking at it as like on some like we building like a unit, we building a family, or are you looking at it as?
That's the thing. I don't know right now.
Cause it sound like it's on some like, how can I say, like some caveman shit.
I'm gonna say no.
Like,
I'll say
love
this:
the children, take care of the children. I'm gonna take care of this, you take care of that. We gonna know our roles.
My understanding of male and female nature is why I'm saying this. So, for me, women do not love men unconditionally. They love children unconditionally. That's why I said love the children. All I want is that respect, that honesty, that loyalty. Right. If any of them is broken, then I know I'm out.
Right.
That's my contract. That's what I'm coming with. I'm coming with much more because I know what I bring to the table. I know how loving I could be and all this stuff. So I'm not cutting none of that out. I'm not saying no dating, no romance. I'm not saying none of that. No intimacy. I'm not saying that. It's just that my growing and my understanding of life and masculine, feminine energy so far is why I'm saying that. I don't need love. My mother loved me.
Sure. I mean, it sounds good.
You're not getting it. That's
I'm not getting it.
Because the average person, when I say that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, but your mother, you're not intimate with your mother." Yeah, you're right. But the reason I say that is because her love is different to a companion's love.
Of course.
And my companion's love for me is
through the children. But what if you don't have children? My
companion's love for our children is equivalent for my mother's love for me. So that, because of my understanding of that formula, I understand that I'm second to children. So I don't even need, you know what I'm saying? When I say I don't need it, I'm not saying that I don't need my woman to show me love or be loving. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like, I don't expect you to exhibit a certain level of, or say certain things to me. Just do it for the children. Like, I don't need
before the children get
validation.
Before children get there, how's the dynamic?
I don't need the validation. Everything could be there, but I don't need the validation. That's what I'm saying. The reassurance and all that, I don't need it. I'm gonna play my position. As long as I'm playing my position well, I know I'm gonna be, and I'm straight up. I'm upfront with my woman. I know everything is gonna be well. My leadership, I'm on point. I know everything is gonna be well.
Sometimes everything won't be well.
Well,
based off of that
life,
person.
Because of life, everything won't be well.
Yeah, like you could be doing
fluctuations.
That's another thing that I think about. That I've heard situations like you could be doing everything at the best of your ability. You in your mind you checked off every box, but then your partner, it could be man or woman, I'm just speaking in general. Your partner could do something behind your back, or betray y'all union. Yeah, that's always
no, I get that.
Yeah, that's like that's like the ultimate level of like betrayal.
But see, that goes back to what I'm saying. You gotta peep certain indisciplinary tendencies first.
That's very true. Yeah, I think about that too.
People fall for the mask.
Yeah, you gotta
instead of the content.
You gotta peep shit. Yeah.
Ask about past relationships. Look at patterns.
Yeah.
People don't ask these things. People just be, "Oh, you want a relationship?" Yeah, I want a relationship.
We're cuffed.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to fuck me? Oh, I want a relationship first. All right, let's get in a relationship. Like,
yeah,
you're coerced into the fucking relationship. Yeah. You don't know who you're in a relationship with, and that go both ways.
Yeah, facts.
But
facts. I got one more question before.
Go ahead.
Didn't you have a question too?
I don't think so.
Cause all right,
a regular question? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I saw this. I saw a video on this as well. It's crazy. I saw a video that Rashid posted. Shout out Rashid. He posted a video. It say like a podcast type. It looked like the shop like what the LeBron has, but it's like Ocho Cinco, Chad.
Yeah,
Johnson
I watched
some other guy who be on ESPN, commentating sports. I forgot his name. I think it's Brandon. Brandon something. And they were speaking about, it's crazy because I watched that video and then shortly after I seen another post by this page. If you suddenly became a millionaire, do you feel you have to take care of your whole family? And they were speaking on that exact topic, like when they joined the league and people were expecting things. And what's your thoughts on that? Like, you could say yours first. Like, you feel like you would have to take care of your whole family? Do you feel pressure? Like, how you think you would handle that?
All right. So first and foremost, whole family. You mean immediate family, like mother, father, sibling?
You define that. You define what that means to you.
For me, family is sibling, immediate family. Parents, siblings. That's it. That's how I would take it. Mm-hmm. That's who I would prioritize.
So no one in Guyana?
No, that's who I would prioritize. I have a sibling in Guyana, older sister.
Right.
But because for me, it's like, once I prioritize the siblings, they prioritize their children. So that's how I'm thinking. It's a trickle-down effect. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to worry about that, Right. As far as extended family, like cousins, that would be secondary, tertiary. But me, as far as what I would do, primary investments, like secured accounts, all of that, like, like you said, life insurance. Make sure stuff is set in stone before, in case, as far as all contingencies met. Mm-hmm. Then I would, as far as giving people monetary gifts, then I would do that. Because I know how people are. Especially, majority black people are financially illiterate. I'm not the most financially literate. I'm still learning myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect. But because of that, that's why I wouldn't, make a priority out of giving that first, especially a large lump sum.
Right.
And then I would, after doing that, I would set up businesses to employ cousins, extended family, friends, whoever, people in the community, stuff like that.
Right.
And that's what I would do. Those are the 3 things I would do. Other than that, everything else is for me and my children. My children would be in the first step. Right. So everything else would be for me, discretionary.
Right.
I'm not walking around giving, your last name is Hazel? Here's $1,000. Here's $1,000. Here's right. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Y'all all found out I got $1 million? Okay. All right. I'm still going to pop up at the family reunion. All right.
Yeah. Yo, man, I'm back. Yo, man, I know we ain't speaking in a minute, man, but
then I'm going to cut them stories
short. I'm back. Yo, I'm back 2 months on my rent, man. My kids about to be on the street, man. Send me a whole little 5,000. You just became a millionaire. What you gonna say?
I just said what I'm gonna do.
It come off genuine. You like, nah, I can't help you, man.
I can't.
I ain't speak to you in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, get a job. I could set you up with a job.
Yeah. Put you in a better position.
Yeah.
I could try to put you in a better position. Yeah. That's what I would do too. I would definitely. I'm not going crazy with anything. Handing out money, because that's how you go broke. Mm-hmm. I'm going to secure my well-being, like you said, life insurance, certain investments that I want to take care of, and and then my parents and my kids, and then I only have one sister.
Yeah.
Everybody else is, cousins, uncles and stuff. And I would definitely, I would propose these ideas to open up a business.
I thought you was about to say something else.
What y'all gonna say?
I would propose.
Propose what?
Propose.
That's nothing to do.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like the guy in the show, he said something that I agree with. Well, that resonated with me, because he was like how when he first got into the league, people think that as soon as you hit the league, you're a millionaire, right? And he was like, he didn't want to just give out money, so he was going to his folks outside his immediate family, like I guess aunts, uncles, cousins, and he was like damn near begging them, like, yo, like come to me with an idea, a business plan, and I'll invest in it. I'm not just gonna give you 50,000 and then you're gonna come back a year later like, yo, I blew the 50,000. He's like, yo, come up with an idea. I'll help get the consultants for you. Like I'll help you game plan it, but you gotta have something. And he said literally nobody came to him with something. They just wanted handouts. Yeah. They didn't want the fishing pole. They wanted the fish. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he said like at this point, I'm not proud to say this, but he said at this point, like really nobody in my family's really good except for like my parents and shit and my kids. Nobody's really good because, I gave them, I held my hand out and they didn't take it. They just want a handout, and that was going to leave me in a bad spot for my kids. And he told him, he said, I love the way he worded it. He was like, look, I'm just telling y'all this now while I'm in the league. I'm making $10 million a year. I'm telling y'all now that let's get the business ideas running now, because when I retire, my prime focus is going to only be on my kids and my family, like my wife and my kids. It's going to only be on them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all now, while I'm making a lot of money every year, that, come to me with these ideas. I can help y'all while I'm still growing. Because once the money ain't coming in like this every year, my focus is going to be on surviving for my family. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they're good. And he said literally nobody took the opportunity. So now they probably working jobs and he's where he's at. And I'm like, I really can't force niggas to, I ain't going to open up a business and you know what I'm saying? And then you're not going to commit to it. And it's going to crumble. You know what I'm saying? So then some other guy had out there where he was like, all right, I'll put up 20% on your mortgage, and then like the house will be in my name, but I'll rent it out to you. And he's like, that causes problems because like niggas don't want you to be their landlord. Like that's resentment.
Or niggas stop paying rent.
Then what you gonna say? You gonna kick them out? It's a very tough conversation, So
like family members he was renting?
He was like, look, I'm not gonna hand you money, but if you're looking to buy a house, I'll put up 20% and I'll buy it. But like, I'll rent it out to you type shit. Yeah. Like, because you can't buy it yourself, so you might as well let me.
Yeah. Exactly. You take care of the mortgage. I'm basically helping you move out the hood.
Exactly.
And getting you a house.
And he was like, that, it's a good idea on the surface. But, problems, people back when they rent and they think just because y'all family, you ain't gonna kick them out. But I'm still a landlord.
But you a millionaire though.
That's the mindset. So it's
just $3,000.
Right, yeah, it's that's the conversation.
Well, Lil Ray just had his 5th child, and that I ain't gonna kick out my baby.
Right. Yeah. So it's definitely, if I was to become a millionaire tomorrow, and my whole family knew, I posted on my story. Me and this girl, we were speaking about it, in the DM, and she explained to me her dynamic of her family and shit, and I was like. She said that her family type of like family that where they all take care of each other. Like if one of them needs something or they're in need, they all sit together and
that's how I plan on raising my children.
They're like, then that's how I want mine to be raised too. My family, I haven't really seen that directly. Like if I've seen it in small facets, but no one has really like been in a super tough spot that we've needed to. All bound together. We haven't really, experienced that. I'm sure we would, but I can't say. But I don't think that, and I ask you this too. I don't think that if I was hit $1 million tomorrow, there will be people in my immediate family, like uncles, aunts, cousins. I don't think there will be immediately like, yo man, let me get like, 20,000 over this business. I don't think it'll be on some leeching shit.
You don't think it would be immediate, or you don't think they exist in your family? Which one are you saying?
I don't think they'll be leeching. I think my family's too prideful. I think the people,
the elderly ones in your family, everybody,
just in general. Okay. In general, I could probably think of one person that may be like, yo, man.
I'm pretty sure, because I think in everybody family has a leech, a slouch.
I could probably think of maybe one person.
Sure,
but to be honest, not even, because they're even a go-getter, and even though we disagree on certain things, but I could probably think of maybe one person that will be like, yo, but they'll do it for me. They'll be like, yo, man, I need, I would want this amount, to help with this business. It won't just be like, yo, man, I just need this amount of money to help on my lifestyle. Like, yo, you rich type shit.
They gonna hit me. Guy, these people gonna hit you. They gonna hit me.
Yeah.
Living in
my family too prideful. They gonna be like, nah, I don't want your fucking money.
They gonna be like, yeah. Hey, cuz. Bro, you just added me 3 minutes ago. Yeah, your last name is Hazel.
But like, I kind of get that impression already from like folks who family living like on the islands and they a little less privileged than America. You go over there and like, they see you wearing certain clothes and they kind of like think you rich already. Well,
as long as you living in a Western country, period. You could live in Canada, America, or England. They think you automatically got it.
Right. And when you visit down there, do you ever experience them asking like, yo, like I've that watch? I like that sweater. You could buy it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've experienced that before.
What's your reaction? You ever given away clothes?
I've given away clothes. Yeah, I've given
because they asked, or you were already intending to do it.
Because they asked. And, well, both. Because it's like, depending on relationship, I plan I'm giving you this.
Right.
And because I was asked. Yeah. But as far as because you ask, I'm gonna give it. No, that's not a fact. Like one time, it slid and I really liked the shirt too. It was this fucking camel long sleeve polo. Oh man, that shit was fire. From Ralph Lauren too.
Really?
That shit was fire. Army fatigue. Anyway, we was going to the club and bro, he didn't have, so, and then, well, he hinted at it first. He's like, oh, you should let me hold that for the club. I'm like,
I don't live here.
I'm like, all right.
I gotta go back.
I'm like, all right, bro. So after that, he just like skirted off quiet. So I'm like, all right, bro.
Oh, he didn't like.
I ain't see him back till past my flight. Like I ain't seen him back
ever again.
I mean, I think I saw him back like my second or third trip, but
at that point you was kind of over it.
It's cool, bro.
Yeah, but I don't like that shit. You basically stole from you.
I don't like that shit, but it's whatever.
See, I'm gonna tell you, I'll mention that shit. I probably don't want to back and be like, yo, bro, you stole that shit though. Like, I'm gonna press him about it.
Yeah.
I'm just like that. I
know how it is, but
I don't forget shit.
Me, I don't forget.
And then I'm gonna bring it up.
I'm telling the story now.
I'm the one to bring it up. I'm the one to bring it up though.
It's like because the way I am, it's like because of my understanding of situations, I would react when I see it needed. I didn't see it being needed then. If it's something recurring, yeah, I'd address it. Sure. Or if it's like I seen like some slimy, then I'd address. But he grew up like since I was little, man. Like it's cool.
All right.
I just look at it as this a $30 piece of garment.
Hold up a little bit.
I just look at it as $30 piece of garment.
It was $30 though.
Nah, I snatched it on I snatched it when I was at the what is it, Woodbury? One of them outlets.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
From the Polo outlet. So it was cool.
That's calm. Yeah, I never been in a situation where well, not with clothes. I've definitely with my cousins that, had lesser than me as far as like giving away games and shit. Mm-hmm. Little stuff like that. Like I see they don't really have it. I'm like, yeah, you can have that. I remember one time when my cousin was trying to get, I think he was trying to buy the PS3. He's trying to buy some system. I brought like all my DS games and I sold like my DS in all my games so he could like, you know, get the credit and buy his shit.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
And he got it?
Yeah, he got it. Yeah. Like that's, you know, but that's like little moments. I'm just like, you clearly you got a little harder than me, and I could just ask my dad for that shit. He wasn't in that position to do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, you know what, you could, but you know, it'll come. I'm gonna experience that moment where like you look in your account and that shit got seven figures, and you like, whoa.
Yeah.
And you like, whoa.
And I just hit my cousins in
word might get out.
a giant group chat and be like, yo, we out. Like just cousins. Yeah. And then another time it's like, a trip.
Yeah.
Yo, all y'all businesses. Like just like bro said, like just let me know. Yeah. The ones who don't have business, or the ones who's like to get your business to another level and all of that, like.
Yeah, let's. I'll invest. You know what I'm saying, I'll help out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you leeching off me. I gotta make you sufficient for yourself. Yeah.
Shark Tank should teach niggas, once you make it, do the same with your family. Everybody in the family come up with an idea, a business idea. Come give presentations. Yeah. It's either I'm gonna fuck with it or I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm cool.
Right. Well, facts.
And everybody, I could be like, you know what? This is a great idea. I will 10%. I just want 10%. You got 10% of stake in 20, 30 cousins' businesses, family members' businesses. You're good. Yeah. On top of the shit you got going on. And they got 90% grossing. They shit could pop, become millionaires. Come on. How could y'all lose?
Right. Yeah. That's true. But I think that's it, man.
That's it? Fact of the week?
Fact of the week.
All right. I got you right now. So you remember the riots during, what is it? What happened earlier the year?
George Floyd.
No, not George Floyd. Was it George Floyd?
When they were rioting and people were looting and.
Was it George Floyd? Damn. Yeah, it was George Floyd. Yeah. So there are 37 federal banks and subsidiaries across the country, right? Mm-hmm. The 13 main, and then underneath it's, the additional 24. During those riots, those riots, 34 out of the 37 areas happen to have 34 out of 37 of the Federal Reserve banks and subsidiaries were in the close vicinity of where those riots were. Where the riots was taking place. So now it's like, what is the odds of that?
What's the significance of that? What you think?
Property damage soon to come. Insurance, just on some 9/11 shit. Plus, we doing away with the fiat currency, the federal. These buildings are the buildings that print federal notes.
Do we know if any of the buildings were hit though?
I can't state that right now.
That's interesting. It's interesting.
I have a whole documentary, by the way. Let me know if you'll be interested in it. That's where I contrived this information from. It's pretty
about
much
the riots and about the that whole thing that went on.
Yeah, the older white woman. It's this older white woman. I forgot her name. She was basically breaking down the first 5 minutes. I was like, yo, I'm in love with this documentary already. She started it was basically a COVID documentary. and it touched on 5G, the vaccine.
Is that the one that Chris sent?
5G, the vaccines.
He sent the whole.
The riots.
He sent the whole movie, or he sent like a clip?
The whole thing. All of that she touched on, and that's where I got this information from. So she was like, and she stumbled upon this information by having she had like a team of staff, like the research staff under her, while to like basically gather data and information for the documentary. So she ordered them to like look into, cities that were hit. Okay, now look up where the 37, federal buildings are. Okay, wow, 34. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't no damn. And it's like a block away. Like this is where the rioting were, from the federal building.
Right.
In every state. Every of the 34 state, a block away, across the street, couple blocks away. It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. It's too close and it's too frequent. Yeah.
And it's Black Lives Matter. That's what we're gonna jack.
Right.
It's Black Lives Matter that destroyed this federal building.
Yeah. I had to watch documentary. I haven't checked it out yet.
So yeah, fact of the week.
Alright, y'all. That's it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another episode of the Buzz Podcast. Yeah, man. That's it.
Bang.